We have returned, and we are going to question Mr. Nate for answers, and he's gonna like it. Hello everyone, this is Rin from Super Cat Punch, and welcome back to Abscission. We have quite a few things to look at here. Let's see. We have a chair, okay. I wouldn't even know where to start with adjusting the chair. The tattoo chair put me in mind of a dead metal spider. Perhaps that was the intention. There's a weird poster, okay. The owner was already staring daggers at me, no need to make it worse. I just noticed what that poster was. Ew. There was a selection of gothic items covered in cobwebs. I couldn't reach anything on the shelf, but I didn't need to anyway. It said Super Cat Punch, eh? Oh. Hey, that's me! I had no idea what that meant. I didn't... Actually, I think you showed me that there was a poster. And I forgot about that. That's nice, thank you. I don't know who Super Cat Punch is. She sounds silly though. I need to speak to you. I like how he walked away to speak to him. What? Are you the owner of this shop? Yeah? For how long? Who knows? What do you want? Do you keep records on your customers? No, I don't even ask for a name. Isn't that irresponsible? What, are you for real? Get out of here. You seem defensive. What can I say? I hate pigs. The tattooist was unflinching, but even the strongest would break with the right pressure. I needed to confront him. I have something important to discuss. Do you now? What makes you think I want to discuss anything with you? I have some questions regarding a young woman named Serena Chalinor. Never heard of her. I would advise you to cooperate with me. Pig, unless you've got anything on me, you better leave. We could go back and forth like this forever. I could get a warrant and turn this place inside out, and believe me, I would take my time. I would empty every bottle of ink. His eyes burned. So let's just cut to the chase. You and I both know you're involved in things you shouldn't be. You'll just be funny. Either melancholic or choleric. I feel like this guy is gonna respond more to this. This didn't work last time I used it, but I don't know. I'm done playing. You're going to tell me what you know right now. Who do you think you are? I'm the law. I'm the law. He was wrong about you. You don't have the mind for this. There's only one law around here, Pig, and that's the survival of the fittest. Oh no. Wait, I don't want to shoot him. Oh. Do I have to shoot him in the knee? Oh. I'm sorry? I warned you. You're ruthless. God, there's so much blood. Maybe you will survive. I'll get you to an ambulance, hold on. Doesn't hurt, you know. He was right. He said it wouldn't hurt at the end. Jesus, man, stop talking in riddles. Lascato. It all comes from Lascato. Lascato prosthetics. No, it couldn't be. What do you mean? He was gone. Okay. Well, maybe if you would have shot him around the knee like I wanted you to. Officer Bruce. Quite the scene in there, Stanhope. He didn't give me any choice. Not for me to say. Oh, it was already on my map. Okay. I guess he already knew where it was. I'll look around. Alright, there's a shipping container, a black cat over there. Let's go to the gate. A black cat was cleaning itself. It looked a little jumpy and I didn't want to scare it. Okay. The container was locked with a heavy-duty padlock. The lock was too strong to tear off with my bare hands as much as I wished I could. Alright, can I hit it with a flathead screwdriver? Okay, I was gonna be surprised if that worked. Can I poke it with a needle? No? Okay. The label had a company name, Stupford Storage Inc., a phone number, and a unit registration number, 1765. Maybe I could use it to find out who hired the container. I needed to get to a phone. The bucket appeared to be moving. There was no need to move it again. Stupford Storage. Better safe than sorry. How can I help you? My name is Detective Stanhope, APD. I need some information. I see. What kind of information? I need the name of one of your customers. He rented a unit, number 1765. I'm sorry, sir, but we don't give out the names of our customers. Her tone touched a nerve. I think there's been a misunderstanding. This isn't a request. The unit in question is currently on private property. Either you will provide me with the name, or I will get a warrant for it, which may call into question the work practices of your drivers. Or we could avoid that. Okay, sir. Detective? Let me see. 1765, was it? Yes, I've got it here. It's been rented by a Dan Braintree. I'm sorry? Officer Braintree? What? Dan Braintree. I don't have a telephone number or address, sir, but he pays by check. Since when? Around a year, I think? He's never late. Thank you. Officer Braintree. What was his connection to all this? I could get his address easily enough, but what would I find there? Well, I guess we're gonna go visit Mr. Braintree. Braintree's home was at the edge of the large woodland that also backed into the Lascato site. He could probably walk there without ever hitting a road. I could see a large yard around the back. Alright, so let's look at the forest. The trees stood in vigil around the house, tied together with a thick undergrowth dripping with rain. The front door looked to be braced with metal at the top and bottom, which is an unusual setup. The door was securely locked and felt very sturdy. I wasn't getting in this way unless I had the key. Well, surely Mark Torrance's key will work, right? Okay, so there's nothing else to examine up here. Let's go to the backyard. Alright, only the shed and the red door are able to be examined. The shed was relatively large and solidly built and did not have any windows. The shed had a steel chimney, which is very odd. There was nothing to be gained from vandalizing it. There was a padlock holding the door shut. With enough force, I could probably break the latch. And I used my trusty flathead screwdriver. It was too strong. Okay. Do I have anything else? I have a needle. Didn't work. Okay. I have a bottle of absinthe. There is a back door. The back door is strong and double locked. Oh, I just noticed there's a rock. Some people could put their keys under their rocks. There's a key under the rock. Oh my god. There was a key under the rock. I would have thought a cop would have known better. Maybe I gave Braintree too much credit. Okay. Why would you put a... I just don't think that's a very good idea. The room was very dark with little sunlight making its way in through the windows. I looked around for a light switch. Do any of your families do that? Like, have a spare key somewhere outside the house? I mean, I can understand the thought process behind it, but that just seems like a bad idea. It was Braintree's police jacket. It was still wet from the rain. Then he's probably here, right? The plant looked very healthy with large, overgrown leaves. Braintree was clearly a reader. There were some interesting books here, a lot of speculative fiction and uncanny horror. I didn't have time to scour through the bookcase for something to read. But this is the perfect time to read. An attic in your front room? Interesting. There was a tool rack holding some standard household tools. It clearly once held a saw as well. I didn't need anything except the missing saw. Oh, is that a crowbar? It is, okay. Various decorative items that were considered to not live up to their function any longer. How sad. I cannot touch the window, okay. The shelves were covered in various seldom-used household items. I had no need to sift through everything in the attic. The accumulated detritus of years that seemed to always find itself in a corner of every house. Let's take this crowbar. It seems like there isn't anything else to examine, so I'm gonna head back down. Alright, so I think we can use this crowbar to open the red door, since the lock can be broken with enough force. Nice. Oh, well that's... There was no way I could rip those chains off the wall. Do I have like a lighter? Pile of discarded clothes, all sizes and colors. Can I touch them? All the pockets were empty. Oh, I can touch the light switch. There we go. Alright, I got the hacksaw. Alright, let's see if we can saw through this padlock. Yes, we can. Okay, good. There was a map of Massachusetts. Several towns were marked and Asheville was marked in red. There was a beaker of curiously viscous red liquid. The ink appeared to be exceedingly viscous. I decided not to touch it without any gloves. As I watched, the liquid seemed to shiver. Hi, kitty. Oh no. Uh-oh.
It's okay, Will. I'm dreaming again. Perhaps it was the ink. There's something in it, some hallucinogen. They're using it in the tattoos. But why? What's the motive? I think you're close to the answer to that. I don't feel too close to anything here. Close your eyes, Will. Close your eyes and I'll help you. But you're not Ben. You can't be. Why should I trust you? Do you have any other choice? Close your eyes, Will. Close your eyes.
I opened my eyes. I was back from wherever I had been. The rain was like ice on my skin and I shivered. And Ben, or whatever was pretending to be Ben, was still with me.
You'll find your answers ahead. I doubt it. There's been nothing there since the fire. Can you be sure? I don't want to go back there. I know that, but it's the only way forward. Well, yes? Trust your gut. I always do.
As I reached the entrance to the dead building, I felt my hand burn where the ink had touched it, especially around the wound on my thumb. There was something there, inside. The itch was horrific. I was aware of the movement in my veins. I wanted to dig it out, to cut into my flesh and remove the invasive elements. And then, in a moment, the feeling was gone. It was fine. I was fine. I was fine. I don't know if you're fine. I had thought I would never return to this place. The building was an empty husk, a corpse that had been riddled with disease and then purged with fire. The last time I had been here, 8 years ago, a light inside had been the beacon leading us inwards. You see that, Will?
Luna?
Someone's inside.
Why are we here again?
Focus, Will. You know why we're here.
Of course, Luna, of course. The missing woman, Cassandra Burgess.
She had been the pride of the town, an actress who had broken into Hollywood while keeping her feet firmly on the ground. She had even stayed in the same neighborhood, returning to her home life between films and sharing her wealth with the town through charitable acts and a warm smile for anyone who approached her. And then one day, after an appearance outside the local movie theater, she just did not return home. Disappearances were nothing new in Ashfield at that time. There had been several over the weeks and months before, men and women who suddenly left their homes, jobs, and families without any obvious reason, completely vanishing. We had done what we could to find them with the resources that we had, and nationally there were 4 more crime-ridden burgs, but Cassandra had brought the media spotlight down on us, and Ashfield became national news. The people needed answers. It was luck that had led us to the Loscato Prosthetics, a disused factory around 7 miles from Ashfield. It had been abandoned 10 years earlier, with the liquidation of the company, and had been adopted by the homeless, at least those that didn't mind the trek through the woods. A hobo by the name of Horace Lane had stomped into the precinct one morning, yelling about a bunch of ghouls that had moved in, chattering spooky mumbo-jumbo. When questioned, he had been able to describe a woman. Wednesday, October 14th of 1986. "17:42 p.m. Oh. Very interesting, so I guess we're going to take a look at what happened in the past, and I wish I could do this. This might be a little bit of a short episode, but I do have to go. That is all the time I have for today, so I look forward to continuing this next week. I hope I made you smile today, and I will see you next time. Bye! Bye!